Vietnam is a tropical monsoon country. In Vietnam, there are currently more than 7,500 strains of microorganisms, 20,000 species of higher plants, 10,500 species of terrestrial animals, 7,000 species of marine invertebrates, 1,000 species of freshwater fish, and about 2,500 species of fish, and about 50 species of snakes, turtles, and marine mammals. It is the beauty of diversity that has attracted many biologists around the world to learn and become interested in the nature of Vietnam. Van Dumont is a guy from France majoring in ecology and managing forest projects. After working in Africa, he decided to go to Vietnam. His love for Vietnam's forest will be the focus of sharing Vietnam today. Please join us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC 10 Network channel. And today we're going to have a conversation with Mr. Von about his love with the forest and his experience in Nam Cat Thi National Park. Hello, Mr. Von. Welcome to the show.
Hello everybody.
And my first question is, can you share a little bit about your current job?
Yeah, so I've studied ecology in France. And during my studies, I've been to Congo to reintroduce chimpanzee. And then I decided to make my career in the protection of the jungle. And so I continue my study and make project management for development.
Oh.
And so I compose my ecological career and my project management career, so I can go into the jungle and try to make something good of it.
I am curious, when did you have the love with the forest, and why did you decide to come to Vietnam to discover?
I always have been in love with nature. I grew up in the mountain of France and I love spending time in the nature. When I go to Congo for the first time, it was my heart began to beat, and that's where I know that I want to work in the jungle, because the environment is so powerful and there is so much biodiversity. That's what I like about it. I decided to take a trip around Southeast Asia to discover the different jungle that was there, and I began my trip in China, in the Hubei province, and then I came directly to Vietnam, and I'm here for 2.5 months now.
So what do you think about the atmosphere and biosphere in this area?
It's amazing. I really love all the different ecosystems that are in this province. There is farming and all the biosphere that goes with the farmlands. There is waterlands with the rice fields, so there is a lot of birds. And of course there is the jungle of Cat Thi, and this is the greatest part.
Could you share with us some of your unforgettable memories about your experience in Nam Cat Thi National Park?
So I've been there during 3 days. And I've been in the park to rent a bike and to go to the crocodile lake. To go there, you have to ride into the deep forest where you can see a lot of birds and giant trees. All the forest ecosystem is very dense, and you have a real experience of the jungle when you are walking to the crocodile lake. And then you arrive to the crocodile lake, and the view is just astonishing. You have this beautiful wetland with a landscape, a very beautiful landscape. When you go to the observatory spot, you can see the crocodile around the lake everywhere.
Wow.
And they are just a few meters away from you, and those are big crocodiles. And moreover, there is very beautiful birds. There is this stork that is present only in the crocodile lake. It's very rare to see it, and I'm very happy because when I was there, they were here, and you can talk with the ranger and go a little bit around the lake if you are not too much afraid of the crocodiles. Apparently you can see gore too, the big buffalo, but I haven't seen them. It will be a great pleasure for me to see them.
Literally, so are you scared or afraid of the dangers in the jungle?
I never feel in danger with animals. I've been in Congo working with elephants, working with chimpanzee, all type of wildlife, snakes, spiders. The danger is not present because most of the time the animal is more afraid of you than you are afraid of him. If you have a proper behavior in front of the wildlife, there is no chance that there is a problem. The only time I had issue with animals in the wildlife, it was before the elephant meet hunters, and so they were afraid of humans because of the poachers. Any other case, there was no problem at all. If you respect a certain distance from the animal, you don't step into their territory, that you are respectful and not agitated, I don't think there is any problem.
So did you have any difficulties when you discovering the jungles in Nam Kha National Park?
No, it's always a pleasure for me. I'm kind of adventurous, so I like to walk in the forest. I never had a problem. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky because you're in very different ecosystem that I'm used to.
And why don't you choosing any park in Vietnam but Nam Kha Tin?
I heard already about Chàng because it's a UNESCO reserve of biosphere. And I'm a lot into this, and I love to birdwatch. And this is an area where there is more than 100 species of different birds. I knew the name, Chàng. I said, okay, I have to go there. And when I've been to Dong Nai province, I knew that I was near from it. And I said, okay, I have to go there one time to see it. And I go there and I came here and I want to come back because it's amazing. Compared to the other jungle that I've been in.
Cát Tiên National Park attracted Van der Moon from the first days he arrived. Van der Moon visited this place as a way to leave the noise of the town, immerse himself in nature with birds singing, the wind rings on the trees. He also brought his friends to explore the beauty of Vietnam's mountains.
Khi tôi đến Việt Nam, người dân Việt Nam rất thân thiện và hiếu khách. Phong cảnh nơi đây rất hoang dã, nhiều địa điểm còn chưa bị khai phá bởi con người, và những khu ăn uống, các món ăn Việt Nam đều rất ngon miệng. Tôi đến đây cùng với Van để khám phá vẻ đẹp của các khu rừng tại Việt Nam, cũng như biết thêm về người dân nơi đây. Điểm khác biệt lớn nhất của nơi này đối với Pháp chính là phương tiện di chuyển. Ở đây các bạn di chuyển chủ yếu bằng xe máy. Tôi muốn khám phá về sự kết nối giữa con người với thiên nhiên, cũng như khám phá một vài quốc gia ở châu Á. Chính vì thế, tôi quyết định đến đây. Ngày nay, vì sự phát triển của công nghệ mà con người dần mất sự kết nối của mình với thiên nhiên, và tôi đang tìm cách để khôi phục điều đó. Tôi mong muốn nghiên cứu ra cách tạo ra sự cân bằng giữa con người và thiên nhiên, đưa con người hòa cùng thiên nhiên, làm sao có thể cùng khiến con người lẫn thiên nhiên đều ngày càng tốt đẹp hơn. Trong chuyến đi này, tôi mong nhìn thấy thật nhiều các loài động vật hoang dã và lối sống của những con người đang sống và làm việc cùng với thiên nhiên theo những cách rất truyền thống và địa phương. Và tôi cũng muốn tìm hiểu thêm về văn hóa và con người Việt Nam thông qua chuyến hành trình này.
So what are your feelings and your thoughts when compare Nam Kha Tin National Park with the other park in worldwide?
When I come to Chàng, I directly feel like I was in the jungle, the same atmosphere I was in Congo. And This is something that you can smell. There is a particular odor in the jungle that you can hear because there is a lot of birds, a lot of insects that make their noise. And I think the most peculiar thing in the jungle is the graveyards, the liana. Those are the most beautiful things in the jungle for me.
So do you have any advice for the tourists when they come to Nam Kati National Park? What should they do?
I think the best thing to do in the national park is to discover it through natural sport without motor. Because when you go in with a motor, for example a motorbike or a car, you afraid a lot of animals. You are polluted by the noise of the motor. If you are walking, if you are doing a mountain bike, you can actually feel the real atmosphere of the jungle. And the best way for me to discover the jungle is to go on the trail and just try to listen to the nature. The fact that you are in this place that is protected and remote, that you can go away from all the nuisance, the noise of the city, that's the best part of it.
And what are your plans in the future? Can you share with us?
My plan is to find a project to work in the jungle conservation, and I want to find a project that can help empower the local community, because for me the only way to protect correctly an area is to involve the local community and make them the first ambassador of protection. And I would like to find a place where the environment is protected and everybody take care of it. If we achieve to do this, this is the best long-term possibility to protect the nature, because the people that work and protect the environment, they can have a better income for their family, because they are tourism, and they can have better health too, because the nature help the society to have healthy food, for example. My plan is to find this particular project and try to make the best to make it work.
So beside the loving with the forest, what the other thing that impressed you in Vietnam?
The hospitality of the people. That is the very unique thing. Apart from the forest and all the natural ecosystems, I've been impressed by the hospitality of the people. And I think that the diversity of different natural places that you can have. You have the sea, you have the mountains, you have the farmland, you have the jungle, and you have the mountain up north. All this diversity of environment makes something very particular, beautiful. In some of the country you can go and there is only forest, for example, or only mountain. And here you have everything. So that's what I like about it.
When some of your friends asking about Vietnam, what will you say?
I would say come and discover it, because it's really good. I've done it. My friend is here today to come and see me in Vietnam. So we try to go and discover the country together. And he came because I told him Vietnam is amazing. You have to come and discover it.
Thank you, Mr. Van, for your sharing. And thank you for watching. See you next time.